I played baseball probably since I was 6. My dad, he played in the AA, so he would always make me play for a while, and I really liked it. But also, what really attracted me to the play was just the subject material. I think it's really current with Michael Sam and all that.
First off, I love the play. It's a great play, and always wanted to do it. I actually have done a reading of the play earlier, but never a full production.
And it was how focused it was on the characters and the compelling character stories set.
Well, a good friend of mine in the DC area had done this play before, and he told me about how much fun that he had doing it. So once I heard about it, I had to try it for myself.
And the subject matter is almost ripped from today's headlines.
I'm a huge baseball fan, and I love the concept of the play, just the idea of culture and sexuality and all these things combining with sports, and specifically.
I think the play was written back in 2002, but I think in a lot of ways it was ahead of its time, and nowadays in sports, in the NFL and basketball and soon to be baseball, we'll be getting a lot of players coming out as gay.
It's a lot of hard stuff, racism and not only that, but some discrimination, and to tackle it on with an artistic way is a pretty cool project to work on.
I knew about Take Me Out before, and I really enjoy the play itself. I like what it speaks about, like masculinity and homophobia and identity. And so I was just really excited to even audition for it, and I guess it was better that they had Latino roles.
Yeah, I think the idea of playing an all Spanish role was extremely fascinating to me. I think that at this point in time, we've seen how real and how important it is that famous athletes are coming out. And for this show,
I'm a New York kid, born and raised. So we always used to get off from school when the Yankees used to win World Series in the 90s, so I was kind of brainwashed to like baseball from the get-go. And I thought... I think, at least in terms of Kawabata, there's a lot of parallels between coming from a working-class urban environment such as Alphabet City, New York, and then coming to a different environment being Chicago, which is a lot more relaxed, and kind of not knowing anything outside of that. And I kind of come here in college being like, why are you people so nice? I don't get it. I don't trust it.
I like that the roles are small, right? They're self-contained, but each line, you get to have so much fun with. You play with. Obviously, you craft the accent, because it's not like this dude's Peruvian. He's Chilean, in my opinion. Right. So, each line you get to just bounce around, and it's fun to do.
Well, I don't really relate to him too well. He is a hater, which is the complete opposite of who I am.
Right.
But I got, the only thing I got is his, I come from Hickville. So does he. So that's character.
Well, my character is he's imported from Japan and is sort of isolated from the team because he doesn't speak the same language. And during this process, I've been doing another show and really busy, and I haven't been to many rehearsals. So I guess in that sense, I've felt a little bit isolated, which helps connect with the character. I do wish I could be closer with the cast. They're a bunch of awesome dudes, but I guess in terms of...
Well, it's funny because it's hard to relate it to me personally because I have no problem with gay people, I guess. Teddy's one of those people that he reminds me a lot of, like the Boston Red Sox in 2004, the guys who call themselves the idiots, and kind of like a Gary Sheffield type, like a very competent person, but probably also someone who does it more for the money than the love of the game. Like he's just kind of out to, and like also for the fame of it. Like
I played on plenty of teams in all different kinds of sports where you're dealing with many personalities. So I think it's something that, and having been in a courtroom, overseeing courtrooms for many years, dealing with lawyers, I think for all of those reasons it just kind of fit.
Okay, great.
Well, the idea of family, the idea of religion, I share that in common with Davey. We both love baseball, actually, and it's become a growing love for me, the game of baseball. At first, I was more of a football fan, but I really do appreciate baseball.
Great. Kippy, the character that I'm playing, is a subtly comedic character. He uses comedy as a defense, and he. Re-ask that question because I have a real answer here. Kippy is this type of person that likes to take people in. He wants to make sure everyone feels included and everyone is a part of this team. And I feel me as Charlie, that is who I am. That's who I bring to the table. I like to be involved with every person.
Thinking that they have a bunch of people around them, or thinking that they have a group of friends, and then realizing when certain secrets or certain things come out, how lonely we all are. And I think that's a fascinating is being on a baseball team around millions of people, that yet these baseball players can still feel so lonely. It's like being in a city.
Well, I'm gay. So, so that's one way that I really relate to the show. I know people who are struggling with their sexuality, and that's another thing that hopefully they come out and see the show and see the impact that it'll make.